Fight, FightHype.com, here with the president of the WBC, Mauricio Sulaiman. Beautiful belt you got this weekend, Mauricio.
Thank you very much.
I believe it's called the Mayan belt, is that right?
It is the Mayan belt, and to explain to the fans, this is not a world championship, it is not a world title, it is not a new belt. This is a trophy. May 5th, September 16th are two traditional holidays for Mexico. And during the past 35 years, the best fights take place in these 2 weekends. Oscar de la Hoya, Chavez, Mayweather, Canelo, so many great fights that take around this weekend. And the WBC instituted 3 years ago a special commemorative trophy for the winner of the main event of those fights. So this is a Maya belt. It's jade with gold, and it has the feathered snake, which is called Kukulkan. And it's a very traditional, very rich cultural trophy that the winner will get this Saturday night.
And just because, again, it's Mexican Independence Weekend, so I think it's important to clarify this stuff. This is from a pre-Spanish culture in Mexico, right?
Yeah, the pre-Hispanic, the Mayans, they were located in the south part of Mexico, and the beauty of their culture and the pyramids that they have, you can find them in a variety of states, even in South America. They are not limited to Mexico. So it's a very special cultural piece of art that has the heart of Mexico given to the winner of the fight.
And I'm not trying to cover for you, Mauricio, but what you say does make sense. I remember when Ali fought Frazier in Manila, they gave him a trophy. They now are giving fighters like Prograis and Taylor a trophy for winning, so it makes sense what you're saying.
Well, it makes sense, and it's just a way of bringing boxing out. This brings people who would normally not watch a fight or would not normally appreciate something about boxing into our sport. So all we're doing is just promote the sport in a positive way, not through violence, not through scandals. This is something that is very clean, very smooth. It's just a trophy from Mexico in these 2 special dates.
And I just wanted to ask you too, one fight a lot of people want to see. Benavidez has a huge fight with Dirrell, not an easy fight, but if he wins that fight, him and Caleb Plant been jawing at each other for over a year now. Do you think that's a unification easy to make with the IBF if those 2 fighters meet up?
Well, I think it's a great fight. I really love the Benavidez-Dirrell because it brings what boxing is all about. Dirrell is a cancer survivor. Benavidez is a survivor of addictions. Benavidez was going to go downhill. The clean boxing program found cocaine in his system, and he admitted it, and he went through a very thorough process, which included psychology.
Wow, I didn't know.
It was a very, very big process. Now he's fighting back for his belt. It's a great story, and we'll see who wins September 28th.
Being that he is a Mexican-American, and you guys have no preference towards who holds the belt, but do you think he could be potentially another great fighter with the WBC?
He's a great fighter, but Dirrell, you can never count him out. He is a champion. He's got great experience, and he's so brave. I'm just very much looking forward to that fight, and the winner will be a very, very important champion in the world, not only for that division, but in all divisions.
And lastly, Mauricio, the man holding the title at welterweight, Spence-Porter, takes on Errol Spence at the end of this month. He's the champion, but he's a big underdog heading into Spence, who's the other.
Well, it's in the same card, so it's going to be a tremendous card in the Staples Center. Spence-Porter is a tremendous human being, a tremendous athlete. He brings action, and Spence has shown that he's got great quality, great punch. And I'm just thrilled to see that fight happening, and the best man will be the welterweight champion of the world, and the WBC will fully support it.
And I know you don't pick fights, but does it make sense to you that Spence is the favorite at the books and with fans and writers? Does that make sense?
You know, it's a funny thing. I love football, and I was watching Sunday. You see teams that are heavy favorite to win a game, and then they lose. So anything can happen. Spence brings to the table popularity and action, but Porter has been in very good, tough, quality fights, and I would say it's not as wide at all. It's a very close fight, and it's going to take for the winner to give the full effort to bring that belt home.
Yeah, and I imagine Porter's been a picture-perfect ambassador holding the title.
He is. Both Spence also. I mean, they just had the agents from VADA do the tests.
Oh, okay.
And I'm just so happy. Porter is always saying, I'm going to go to the movies because you need to update where you are. Because this is a 24/7. They can go and look for you, whether you're 5 in the morning, 10 p.m., any time of the day, look for you to do the testing. And you have to keep updating where you are in order to avoid a missed test. And Porter has been so exemplary in that. He's an ambassador.
Thank you so much, Mauricio. Got a lot of people ready to talk to you. Thank you.
Thank you so much.